to you.
Cheers to you.
Hey guys, it's
Kevin
and Eric again. Video number 2. Numero dos. 2!
That guy with the sign was like epic.
2!
Long story there.
This is our second video again. Coming again from my apartment. It's actually coming right on the heels. I'm going to say the word heel every chance I get.
He's the heel.
Top ECGA heel on Twitter, at Top ECGA heel on Twitter.
Follow me at Twitter, ECGA PTS leader, points leader.
Don't forget the at.
Yeah.
This is going to be our Raw review for the week. Pretty big show last night with the 1, 2, 12 vignettes.
Yes.
The mystery person.
He was revealed.
Hashtag worst kept secret.
Ever.
Ever. At least Chris Jericho had fun with it.
He did.
With the retweeting of crop pictures of him everywhere from in the middle of
the Beatles.
The Beatles, the ice rink, the hockey
Yeah.
game. But anyway, Raw review time. So the main thing about Raw last night was his return.
Yes.
John Canton, which by the way, if you are
Follow
not
him.
following John Canton on Twitter, you need to. It's at John Report. On Twitter, he writes a lot. The John Report, and then on Raja, RAJAH is a website, has wrestling news, backstage rumors,
Great
stuff like
website.
that. He posts his stuff on there as well. There's several other guys that work with him that they write together. A lot of interesting stuff. But anyway, John Canton from at John Report retweeted this, and he said this sums it up, talking about this repeat from at CBW Real Deal. I was so pissed during the whole return until I realized I was supposed to be. Then it was awesome. And again, that really does sum it up. I was watching it. Yep. We actually just got done watching it again. Yeah, the whole thing seemed awkward. I actually texted Kevin while it was live. I was watching it and told him, I said, I think Jericho's drunk. Like I said, the whole thing was just weird. You were kind of stoked for him to come back. Crowd was hot for it.
Crowd was insane for him. Huge pop when he come out.
Which is weird. The vignettes that had more of a heel feel to it. Came back.
Very creepy.
And the way his promo started, if you want to call it that, was in a very face-oriented fashion. Yeah. A lot of cheers, really getting the crowd into it, working the crowd up. And then in a matter of
minutes,
5 minutes, maybe,
if that,
without saying a word,
not one word,
before he went backstage at the top of the ramp, pretty much everybody was booing him and everybody kind of caught on and they were just upset. And that's what he does.
He is the best at working the crowd. It
really, and that's what the whole thing. Even for a while when you thought he was still going to try to do a face promo, he was just working the crowd, and the whole time he was working it more than we even understood. Yeah. Really interested in seeing where they take this. A lot of people seem to think it's going to be possibly even him and CM Punk at WrestleMania for the belt, which the stuff that they could put together, the kind of promos they could do.
They could have a great rivalry. Really good.
I think that has something special, to be honest with you. Yeah. And then on Raw last night, we also saw the ring pretty much explode.
Yes, Kane.
I like Monster Kane.
I do too. I love the heel Kane a whole lot better than I love the face Kane. It's a lot more intense. He's a lot,
edgy.
Yeah, a lot edgier and fierce.
He's really believable. Yeah. I mean, you saw he was just kind of another wrestler there for a while, but Monster Kane is more exciting. I love how fast he can grow his hair.
I wish I could grow hair.
But anyway, the direction what they have going on with John Cena. I'm not a character John Cena fan.
No.
The person, I completely respect what he does.
He's a great worker.
And I think he does a lot as far as what the WWE would allow him to do. They know they need that good guy there. Yeah. Plus, he does, he really does do a lot for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I really respect the guy. I'm not a fan of his character, but that's fine. You can choose to like and dislike
who you like. You don't like who you don't like.
Even John will tell you that. Now, with that being said, a lot of people think you should turn John Cena heel. Well, I mean, do you have an opinion on that? I mean,
To me, the way I see it, as many kids looks up to John Cena, I don't think he will go a full turn heel because they're driving that demographic away. I don't see that happening. However, I would like to see an edgier version of this John Cena character.
right. My thing about with Cena is you have people screaming all day long, turn Cena heel, turn Cena heel. Right now, in any arena they wrestle in, 50 to 60, 70% of the crowd is already cheering against him.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like the textbook definition of a heel?
More boos than cheers.
I mean,
that would make a bad guy.
In a way, I mean, I'm not going to say he's a heel,
No.
but he's already getting cheered against.
Yeah.
And what happens if you turn him heel? You're going to start cheering for him. Kids are going to start hating him. I mean, you just kind of
There's
have
a lot to look at there.
Yeah. It's not a black and white issue. There's a lot of gray. I'm not going to say he's a heel. I'm not going to say they're going to turn him heel. But I like what they're doing
The
with
uncertainty.
him. With him being on the fence. You don't know which direction
There's a lot of uncertainty
he's going to
with
go.
that storyline.
I mean, you already know the match is going to be in at WrestleMania with
Yeah.
The Rock. You know the crowd is going to be firmly behind The Rock. He's going to appear to be the face. Now he is more edgy.
But he comes from a different era.
He does. People always kind of crack me up about the Attitude Era, saying I wish today's PG era was like it used to be.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that on both sides of the Attitude Era, on the past side and on the future side of the Attitude Era, it's PG era. I mean, WWE was built on PG.
Yeah. That's how it started.
Don't get me wrong. Attitude, excitement it was good.
Yeah.
But let's not forget the product we're dealing with here as well. It is a company that's based on being loved by kids, and it is family entertainment, and that's not a bad thing.
No.
But I do like the uncertainty of what they're going to do with Cena. Whether he's a good guy, bad guy, whatever, he's going to get booed out of Miami, Florida, come WrestleMania.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's we were at the last one in Atlanta.
WrestleMania in Atlanta.
I don't know that we'll get to go. If I'm able to swindle a couple of tickets, you guys will certainly be coming along for the ride. But as far as Raw goes, the match between CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler. Watched it live last night. I think that they're two of the best workers. Dolph Ziggler is a flat-out bumping machine.
Hands down. He makes everyone around him look
And CM
better.
Punk, and CM Punk's great in the ring.
He is.
Absolutely great. There's a reason his
shirt
shirt says "Best in the World."
world.
Watching it live though, it seemed like
Like you said, it was awkward.
their timing was a hair off maybe. And I remember that they wrestled on Raw a few weeks ago, and even Dolph mentioned about they were a little off.
Yeah.
I don't know if they need to maybe just work for more matches, maybe in house shows together. I don't know what kind of house shows they're doing right now with those two if they're against each other. But I'm looking for Royal Rumble to be phenomenal because again, you have two great workers, and you still got a few weeks between now and then that they can do all kind of house shows and learn each other's tendencies.
More chemistry.
Build a chemistry, learn exactly which is going to be on all their spots. I think it's going to be an absolutely great match. I'm going to be reading it, or buying it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll buy it.
But certainly giving thoughts on that. What else happened on Raw this week?
Horrible
Divas match.
Yeah, the Horrible Divas match. I mean,
Eve, you're hot as all get out, but the booty pop,
there was
crowd
no
reaction.
reaction
None.
whatsoever this week.
Still a fan. Again, you're uber hot.
We love you.
Don't want to sound douchey, but
Can we say douchey?
I don't see why not.
This is our channel.
Douchey approved.
Douchey approved.
Douchey approved. Sorry, Mom.
I hope she's not watching.
Oh, she'll watch. She better watch.
Great.
Hey, Mom. I'm really hoping Karma can come back soon.
Yes.
Something's got to be done. The Divas division. Where was Beth Phoenix?
She hadn't been on there, and neither has Natalia. You've got the two best
Women's
diva workers there, and you're not even.
And one of them's the champion.
And you're not even booking them.
So, trying to figure out what's going on with that.
You can follow them on Twitter too.
Yeah. just trying to figure out what direction they're trying to take the Divas division, honestly, right now. Because as good as the Bella Twins are to look at, they're not
enough of the twin magic.
And the tag team of Kelly and Eve,
Yelly.
It's a little old at this point, so I'm looking for something fresh from the Divas division. And then Zack Ryder's push. Maybe him and Eve have got a little chemistry going. They're working a little backstage stuff right now.
You could tell they're trying to work with something there, just to give both of them that extra little
Now
push
they
both
did
need.
tease, and actually, that tag match there at the end, maybe a future feud with Zack Ryder and Jack Swagger. That could be fun to watch.
That could be fun. Jack Swagger was world champion a couple years ago.
Twice.
But it seems like he's got dropped into mid-Cardville now.
Hope he doesn't get lost there. He's a big guy. We all know how Vince loves his big guys. And he does have a legit amateur wrestling background. But that feud, I think that feud has potential. It could be fun if it's built the right way. Let's hope they don't rush into it.
They've never done that before.
No, ever. And let's pray that they don't do, a series of horrible mixed tag matches, Jack and Vicky or something against Eve and Ryder. But anyway, that could be a fun feud to watch here in the coming months. Again, we are starting to go into the home stretch. They're starting to hash out the feuds for Royal Rumble, and then from Royal Rumble, that's the home stretch to WrestleMania. Kind of really exciting time of the year.
Hey, what about the first match on Raw this week?
It's kind of funny. The first Raw of the new year, the very first match, had two guys from SmackDown on it. That's a little interesting in my opinion.
Bryan
and Cody Rhodes. Two guys who I love watching. Cody Rhodes is different
great
on the mic than anybody else in WWE right now. His in-ring work is great. Of course, he's got everybody knows about his wrestling heritage and his background. But Daniel Bryan, World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan, exciting to watch. That could be fun. Now, as far as previewing SmackDown, we already have a couple of matches set. Daniel Bryan versus the Big Show. I don't expect a clean finish in this one.
Something will go hinky there with Mark Henry.
I'm predicting Daniel Bryan will leave with the belt. Again, some skewed ending on that.
Yeah, DQ, something
interference. And then you also have Cody Rhodes versus Booker T. This past week on SmackDown, we saw the re-emergence of Dustin Rhodes, the Goldust, the half brother of Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Getting kind of involved in great promo work by all three: Dustin, Booker T, and Cody. I'm interested to see if this is going to be the last match between Cody and Booker T, and then they kind of go to maybe Cody and Goldust.
Yeah,
maybe
brother.
Maybe at WrestleMania. We'll see. I've heard read rumors online that say title versus career or something. But it's kind of funny. I mean, it's not like we've seen Goldust in a match in
forever,
3-4 years, maybe?
Easy,
2 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are just some thoughts. Looking forward to SmackDown. Be back Friday night or Saturday. Saturday's gonna be busy for us.
Saturday's a busy day. Lots of basketball.
Hashtag time to do work.
Time to do work.
Basketball game at 2:30. Try to bring you guys some video clips from that. Also, kind of see if we're still 4-0 after that game.
I hope so. Been a good game, regardless.
A good game. And then the rundown of what happens on SmackDown. I know that Raw's the pilot show, but from a wrestling point of view, SmackDown's always
That's more matches.
I'm looking forward to that one. Anyway, again, this is Kevin, which Twitter handle
ECGA PTS leader.
And then I'm Eric at top ECGA heel HEEL. Follow us on Twitter.
You gotta do the thing. It doesn't. Follow us on Twitter.
And then any kind of video responses to this YouTube channel, always more than welcome. You like us, you hate us. Again, I don't mind being booed.
Don't care.
I'm used to it. You don't care? You're a face. You can't say you don't care.
I don't care that they boo you.
Oh!
Cheer me.
Boo me. while you should be booing yourselves. All right, guys. Eric and Kevin signing off, and we will talk to you in a few days. Thanks, guys.
See you.